Hi Sagittarius, Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another bomb reading. We hope you guys are well. And our voice is getting better, Sagittarius, but it's not all the way, okay? So yeah, it's kind of like, when you put mascara on, but you usually wear other makeup. That's how it is. It's kind of halfway, right? Hope you guys are well. As I said, if you want your own psychic reading, you can always get one. They're accurate. I'm a Silva grad. Yes, they are. And yeah, they're lots of fun. We do them on the phone, so they're always fun. I feel like they are. People tell me that. We do the tarot spread at the end, so this is unique insight. Lots of cool readings on my website. Go to mysticgem.com, mystic with a K. Yeah, and if you want a free 5-minute psychic reading with Mystic Sense, that link is below. We are not the same. No, I'm the gem and they are the sense. All right. Yeah, and mine's with a K. All right. So there, let's see what we got. And we start the reading with Stuck in the Mud, but it is somebody who steps out because they were stuck in the mud. Here is the, excuse me, you guys. Here is the elephant stepping out of the mud, right? And I guess he listened to his own voice here. Here's a little bird here who brought him a message. He did. Either that or he said, where's the birdhouse? I need some food, right? We're not sure. All right. So we have stuck in the mud and getting out of it, because here we see into the unknown, definitely. And we see this woman who looks a bit silly, right? And she's dressed up. And looks like she was going to jump off that veranda, didn't it? Didn't see the veranda, rather. And here's the bird, too. So she got another message. But into the unknown means I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, there's unknown and there's uncertainty with the unknown. That's how it is, right? And but I'm doing it anyway, yeah. And we have differences and letting go. So maybe you're letting go of something, Sagittarius, right? And this lady is letting go of butterflies. So she's letting go of something for a new beginning. And the differences card is, it's really a card of let's work it out. Yeah, let's talk it over, right? You guys ever hear that song? There's a bird sitting on my window pane. Yeah, I'm not going to try to sing it right now. Good God, no. Words are hard enough, right? And so here are the two cats, and one's black and one's white. And the white cat looks at the black cat kind of and says, okay, honey, we'll work it out. I'll be the apple and you can be the orange, right? Yeah, that's what's going on here. I feel like somebody wants to work on the differences you guys had, Sagittarius, or you want to work on differences. This has to do with getting along with somebody, this differences card. Now, maybe you're going into some type of a job or a career, or returning to something possibly that where there were differences and you just want to get along now, right? And you're like, I'm not sure how it'll turn out, right? I might dress like this silly lady. She's wearing a black mask, black gloves, and she has her hand up in the air like, well, I'll just try to feel my way through this. Yeah, that's what she did. And that could be going on, right? You could be trying to get along with somebody and say, hey, nobody knows the end game. We know the end game, what we want, but we don't know the end result. This is why, wise men always say, wise women, wise men, wise young people. Yes, there are some. And just wise people, right? These wise people say, don't be attached to the outcome. Right, stay detached. Even when you go sell something, if you go in there and you're so like, oh God, I don't know if I'm going to sell this. I really need the sale. Then putting a negative association onto it. Yeah, you are. And so that's what this going on here. Somebody says, well, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm getting out of the mud. Yeah. And I'm going to have a new beginning with this letting go and the butterflies. Yeah. I gave my little daughter my little granddaughter, the little cocoon. I might have mentioned this for Christmas. And It has a little net, where you feed the cocoon. I don't know if it starts out, I think it starts out as a caterpillar. I'm not sure, but anyway, you feed it, and then it turns into a butterfly and you release it. And so, at dinner on Christmas Day, I told her there was a real animal in the box, a live animal. She's like, she knows I'm silly anyway. I said, there's a crocodile in there, a baby one. She's like, oh my goodness. Anyway, so yeah, we have something cool going on in this reading, Sagittarius. We do. And we have the mountain reversed. And I feel like this into the unknown and this stuck in the mud where somebody was this mountain when it was in the upright. It's no longer there. So this is either you or somebody else. And we're going to find out. But, the mountain's not hard to climb anymore. Into the unknown is okay, right? I got my gloves on. I can't really scratch my fingernails here. That's what she might be saying. And the elephant said, I don't like being in the mud anymore. I'm getting out, right? Yeah. And, maybe there's a crocodile in front of him. Who knows? But he says, screw that. I'm not going to be here anymore. So let's see what else we have, Sagittarius, for you. And we have the magnifying glass and the fox and the house. Okay. So, maybe you are trying to find out about this yourself with the magnifying glass, right? You might have Mercury and Scorpio in your natal chart, which is like a detective. It could be anybody who wants to know about metaphysical things and, readings and psychics. It definitely can. That is my placement, Mercury and Scorpio. It's somebody who really wants to know about things that are hidden. And we have this magnifying glass here, and here is the mountain reversed. The fox is here. You could be looking back at something. He's looking back here. And, he might have caused a death. I can't see really well, but I think there's a chicken hanging out of a deceased chicken hanging out of the hen house. I'm pretty sure. So, because he's not leaving without a chicken, that's for sure. He probably already ate the chicken. Yeah, he probably did. Which reminds me of a funny story. My friend had chickens when I lived with her about an hour from here. And she was a little bit of an airhead, a nice lady, and 3 of her chickens were killed. And finally, she gave the last chicken to the neighbor because she wasn't paying attention to him. And one of them, I remember one got out, and the cat got her, and I think a fox got the other one. I don't remember. But 3 of them were killed. I'm like, okay, time for you to give those chickens up, right? And yeah, and here is the house. I feel like this has to do with a relationship. I'm pretty sure here. Somebody's looking back here, and there could have been deception. Maybe that's why somebody is trying not to stay attached to the outcome. Like, well, I was a sneaky SOB, and maybe things won't work out. I'm not saying you are, Sagittarius. No, I would never say that. But somebody could have been, maybe when the fox shows up, deceptive. Because whatever this was, it's hard for whoever this is. The mountain was in the upright. They were stuck in the mud. And into the unknown was more like, I'm darn afraid to take a step here. Yeah, I'm immobilized. Yeah. And so that's why there could have been deception in the past. There could have been. I feel like somebody here, maybe you is wondering here if I just kind of maybe work things out, these differences, and just accept differences, right? We all have to accept it, right? Yeah. And some differences, right? You're not going to get together with, somebody who doesn't want your lifestyle at all. It's not going to work either. But some, there's only 2 pieces of fruit here, so maybe there's not that many differences. But somebody has courage here. For sure they do. And the bottom of the deck right now is the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius. And it is showing up with the World card. And of course she's naked, right? She can't, she's an exotic dancer, right? She is, and she just got off work. Just kidding. And yeah. And here she is, and we'll keep it out. Yeah, we will. And we have the moon with it. Look at that. 3 majors, 4 majors together. The Hierophant and the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Somebody's taking action here for either a reconciliation or to be with you. Maybe you met him. Maybe you met him at a strip joint, Sagittarius. I'm just kidding because of the dancer, right? She looks. Her hair's not like it to strip her at all, right? So I doubt it. And somebody believes in this. Maybe there's a marriage that's ending. I don't like to say that, but we have letting go, and we have the house over here. And yeah. So yeah, and the Three of Wands is I want to master. I want something. I want this. I want to move forward. I want those ships out there, and whatever's in them. And this is it's a card of vision, but it's a card of the future, and it can talk about turning your back because all we can see is his back, right? Yeah, and the Three of Cups is with it. So really interesting here. We also have the Knight of Wands with it. Somebody's taking action here, and the Page of Wands. So I could do a whole reading with the bottom of the deck. I could, yeah. And let me know if you guys want me to do one like that. Yeah, definitely. So let's get another deck since we have kind of took a lot of cards from this one deck. Yeah, and here's the Page of Wands for either a renewal or a new direction. And many Sagittarians have love in 2024. And if I have energy tomorrow, I will do the 2024s for the other signs. Yeah. You'd be saying, eat your Wheaties, power and light. Right? Which is not really going to help me out. But, things like ginger and garlic, things like that will. Let's see what we got here. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. Death card, Star. See, here you are wondering, am I going to transform something? Is there going to be change? And maybe is there going to be a death of something? Every time there's a death, it's the cycle of life. Something new starts, right? Yeah. Two majors here, and the Wheel of Fortune's here. Look at that, with the Fool. I mean, all these majors, yeah. And so, yeah. And the Fool is... You can have a new adventure, Sagittarius. Yeah, please remember to invite me. Just kidding. If you guys are getting married, right? Love weddings, right? Not that many people get married anymore because I'm older, right? When I was young, there was a wedding all the time. Lots of fun, right? Yeah. Here we have the Tower at the bottom of the deck again. I can't make this stuff up. And the Ace of Swords. Here's a new beginning. And justice. You're going to get what you want. Or somebody's going to be fair with you to work out these differences. Yeah, the Ten of Swords is here as well. Something ends. I just can't make this stuff up. Here's the Page of Wands again. And in the past is the Eight of Cups. You either moved on from somebody, Sagittarius, or somebody moved on to be with you, letting go. And the Eight of Cups. Maybe they just have decided. You can be saying, what? Well, sometimes we need to, sometimes we make a decision and we don't act on it right away. Sometimes we make a decision years ahead. And we're like, well, I have the courage now. Oh, goodness, right? And I'm going to do this now. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. But, or a powerful realization. So it was kind of a weak decision that could have been made, but possibly like a wishy-washy one, right? Yeah. Okay. And we have a new path, the Page of Wands twice, and here we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups sits in the past. And you're in your crossing energy, Sagittarius. I find this to be a bit of a challenge, of course, next to the Five of Pentacles. Now, something's being let go and left out here. It is. And, I'm not sure what that is exactly. It could be a relationship. Here's the house. Right? Maybe you don't want to be a farmer anymore and have chickens, Sagittarius. Just teasing, right? Yeah, you need them for eggs. Yeah. Just don't eat them. Yeah. The more food you can plant and, have on your own, or fresh eggs, the better. The more power you own. Yeah, you do. Okay. Five of Pentacles, Sagittarius, is showing up here. And we have the Knight of Swords with it. See, something is being eliminated here. Cut out. It's possible somebody's leaving lack for sure. Not possible. Somebody's leaving something that is lacking. And they're coming for something that is beautiful with the World card and the star. What happened to that star? It was at the beginning. It was at the bottom of the other deck. And the Wheel of Fortune, which is fate and destiny here, that showed up twice as well. It was at the bottom of the other deck, right? And so it was this deck actually, but you know, something's being let go here. And somebody thought about this for a long time with the magnifying glass. Yeah, they did. They were up close and personal about this. And I believe this person was afraid in the past. You or them. All right, Sagittarius? Yeah, I feel like somebody was, because the mountain's reversed. And stuck in the mud talks about stepping out of my fear. Yeah. All right. And into the unknown. This is more courage, right? Yeah, we know she has courage because she looks real silly. Okay. She doesn't care what people think. Good for her. And in the past, let's get a card on that. In the past here for Sagittarius with the Eight of Cups. And we have the Book of Secrets, and it's reversed. And this is also called the Book of Revelation. Somebody, like the Book of Revealing. Like my information is there's like 20 books here. Somebody really studied or contemplated self-discovery about what they want. Yeah. There's a book called Self-Love. I think it's written by a site, you know, some type of mental health worker. But, you know, I was going to buy it for somebody, but I thought, you know what, you have to do the work that's in it. And it really helps you with your self-love. But if, you know, if somebody, that person doesn't want to do the work, I'm not buying the book, right? It'll sit there, and can you believe it? Yeah, if somebody sent me that, I'd be like, wow. At least in the past, for sure, right? Not so much today. I think I know myself pretty well here. But the Book of Revelations, yeah, in the past with the Eight of Cups, somebody figured this out. Interestingly enough, this is a 10 down here, kind of within the deck. 10 of Pentacles here, 10 of Diamonds. Usually the Diamonds are Pentacles. And up here is 26. This is 8. We're moving into a power year. Make sure you utilize it. Get rid of all the heavy stuff, your heavy suitcases, right? And here's the 8 here talks about, could talk about eternal, right? But 8 is a card about change and progress and innovation and power, right? The Strength card is a number 8. And so here's an 8 with the Book of Revelation. Somebody realized, I need to leave something. And that's why the overall energy is the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. So your mindset, Sagittarius, is the 8 of Swords, another 8. 888, right? And so here we have a lot of 10s here as well, I have to say. Yeah, the moon is 18, which is a 9, but we have a lot of 10s because we have the Wheel of Fortunes here. It's a 10. It's a completion. The 10 of Pentacles is here. It's a completion. And this card here is really the 10 of Pentacles or Diamonds. This is lots of completions. And the most completion-y card here is the World card. Yeah, it's kind of a silly word, right, that I use. But the World card is coming full circle. It can be a major courage because of maturity. And there's a lot of courage in this reading. Stuck in the mud, stepping out of the mud into the unknown. Right? There's a lot of courage here. What's on your mind here is the 8 here, and there's endings in this reading. That's what I was trying to say with the 10. The World card means that sometimes something immature needs to end. Something that doesn't serve me, something that I don't give to sometimes, and something that doesn't give to me. So, because this type of a completion is after some form of mastery, the wheel, not the Wheel of Fortune, but the World card is a card of mastery. And having to kind of suffer through the 20, not all of them were suffering, but a lot of these cards in the major arcana were suffering, right? The Death card could have been. The Tower is typically suffering. The Devil is typically suffering, right? And then we have enlightenment along the way and things like that. Um, but the World card is really the best card. Even if something ends, it is the truth. It is what's supposed to happen in order for growth, uh, and to live in your kind of like in your true cycle or in your true self. Maybe that's why she's not wearing any clothes. She's like, screw that, right? I'm just being my true self here. Now, 8 of Swords, Sagittarius, with the official person. Yeah, there's like an official decision being made here. And, you know, this could be somebody here, and it has to do with stability. It's a 22 or a 4, right? Official decisions are usually made for something stable, or in order to bring something stable, but or foundational, or but this could be somebody. This could be somebody who maybe they're a cop or, you know, the official person. But this is definitely, it's almost like deciding to release. And in this, you know, this 8 of Swords was the past energy in this reading. Somebody felt oppressed or stuck in the mud. They don't. And what's on your mind here, if it's you or this person, it could be either. Possibly it's both, but I feel like it's one of you, of course. And here as a release, and this is what is on your mind. And maybe you want this person to release themselves from a marriage. It's possible. I mean, we have the Hierophant here in the house. And the official person could be somebody married, right? Could be. Knight of Pentacles sits in the near future. Here he is holding up his coin, his pentacle. And we have the Owls reversed. Somebody has already received their wisdom. And that's what I meant about maturity. Because that's what wisdom's about. It's about learned experience, which invokes or evokes maturity, right? Yeah. So here is or are the Owls reversed. Somebody figured it out here. Yeah, they did. I feel like they were contemplating for a long time. And here are the owls, the beautiful barn owls. Yeah. And I love these owls. I just think I love owls. They're just so mysterious and mystical and enchanting, right? And here it's a 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles talks about what's going to happen. All the 7s are contemplation. This is a 7. What's going to happen? Maybe I've invested, or if I invest, what will happen? It's really a card of what's going to happen, right? And so maybe about money, maybe about earthly things, because of the Pentacles are earthly things, relationships, sex, love. Could vary Venus energy, but this is also a number 3, which is I find to be really interesting here. Yeah. And it's interesting. Threes, part of the meaning of a 3 can be indecision. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we have here. But somebody knows what they want. This was in the reverse. Say they already know. They already have their wisdom. They said, I went to talk to the owl, and, you know, the owl ate my sucker. You guys remember that commercial? Probably not. Right? He said, how many licks does it take, Mr. Owl, to get to the bottom, to get to the chocolate of this Tootsie Pop? And he grabs it and he goes, let's see, let's find out, and he eats it, right, of course. And we have change reversed, which is a 3 too. What's interesting here, this is a 3, the 12, right? We have change, and this is in your concern. Yes, it is, Sagittarius, and this is also in the reverse, which I find interesting. There's not that many reversals in this deck. This is your concern. Maybe you want to move with this person. This man's moving. Uh, and this is a 9. So 9s are completions. Your concern here is change and an ending. I feel like you are a little concerned if it's going to happen because you're in the 8 of Swords energy here, feeling kind of stuck. The Empress sits reversed. Here she is, and her dress is flying up, and she said, I don't care. Look how they dress in the 2000s. Just kidding, you guys. We have the gift. And this is a number 8. This is in your environment. The Empress reverse can be a few things, right? But the gift, you have a gift coming right here. Whatever you want in this reading is coming. Sagittarius, right here, it's in your environment. It sits below the Page of Wands, which is a change in direction. You may not think it's going to happen, or you're unsure because change is reversed with the Queen of Wands. There you are, looking real cute there. 10 of Pentacles is your hope. Hopey. And we have the Stork. See, you want a new beginning with this person. Yeah, you do. Or these egrets. No, I feel like they're storks. So here, 10 of Pentacles. And a number 8 again. Wow. And this is the Queen of Cups, these storks, right? Of course. Queen of Hearts here. Number 8, eternal. This can talk about eternal love. A new beginning with the storks. And this is what you want. You want this to complete itself and for this to start. 10 of Pentacles. You want a completion. It's possible you want your person to walk away from something here. Something's left. Yeah. And in your outcomes, the 4 of Swords, Sagittarius, where you pray here. You do, or you meditate, or you're into contemplation, right? And this can also talk about healing. I feel like whatever this is going on here, whatever's happening here, that you're going to be able to heal this situation. Only you guys will know what it is. It's a private reading. It's a public reading, right? Yeah. And so we're going to get one more card on... No, we're not. We're going to end the reading. It's a long reading. I didn't know it was this long. We're going to end this reading, Sagittarius. Let's get a card. I wanted to get a card on Temperance, and because we know the reading well, and the dog. And crossing you is the dog reversed. You don't know if this person will be loyal enough to come to you for this new beginning. Or this is you, and maybe you feel like they won't trust you. There's some type of a little bit of mistrust going on here, like an inkling. Maybe it's just you wondering if they'll show up. But remember, the fox is here. And we also have the magnifying glass. All right, you guys, thank you so much. And yeah, get a reading. They're lots of fun, you guys. Get it for the new year. Get it for your Christmas present. Get it for your self-love, right? Thanks so much, guys.